Like any good story, there's a lot of world building in the Mahabharata. Most importantly is how it works hard to establish the lore of the two sides that take part in the epic war that dominates a large portion of the story. One such instance of this, and one that has really tickled my fancy, was the conception and the birth of the Pandava brothers, the assorted heroes of the Mahabharata. Some background, and vastly summarized in far less words than said in the Mahabharata. Pandu, the king of the kingdom of Kuru, was hunting one day, and he killed a pair of deer while hunting. Except these were not just ordinary deer. Unfortunately, deer rarely are just deer in these types of stories. This pair of deer were an ascetic and his wife, who then put a curse on the king with their dying breath. Just as Pandu had killed them, two people in love, when Pandu would fall in love and sleep with one of his wives, he would die first, and then the wife after. Fearing this ill omen and knowing it nearly unbreakable, Pandu took on a life of asceticism himself. He wandered northward towards Mount Meru, attempting to reach heaven in hopes of ascension or absolution. But along the journey, he was told that his two wives, Kunti and Madri, would not be firm enough for the journey, and thus he should give up. In this downfall, this downtroddenness, this fact that he would never have children of his own, Kunti explained a story, a tale of a mantra that had been used by another king to conceive with his wife, without engaging directly. This was done by invoking the gods themselves. Pandu was the result of one such consumption, after all, and Kunti also knew the mantra. So with permission from Pandu, she was allowed to recite it, to call forth a god to aid her in conception. Pandu wanted his first son to be righteous, and thus asked Kunti to invoke the god Dharmaraja, the manifestation of righteousness and the Dharma itself. And then she called upon the god, and through this mantra was given a son. This son, as stated from a voice from heaven, would be the best upholder of the Dharma, a truly righteous son. His name, Yudhishthira. Next came the desire for a son of great power. Pandu wanted this, of course, so Kunti uttered the mantra again, invoking the god of the powerful winds, Vayu. And from this conception came his son, Bhima, someone who'd grow to be a mighty and powerful warrior, whose very limbs, thrashing as a baby, could shatter mountains with no harm to the boy himself. And upon his birth, the heavens spoke again and said, "This boy will be the best of the mighty," something that would be shown throughout the epic of the Mahabharata. Third, Pandu asked for a son that would be the best son in the world, the greatest of all children. And after discussion, the god Indra, the king of the gods, was invoked. He and Kunti conceived between them a warrior of renown, Arjuna. Enunciating again, the heavens spoke, "Kunti, this child will be as courageous as Katavirya, valiant as Sibi, invincible as Indra. He will spread your fame. As Aditi's joy was increased by Vishnu, so Arjuna, Vishnu's equal, will increase your joy." Amid many, many other superlatives for the young Arjuna, and foretelling that he would be one of one, and the key to the Pandavas essentially winning the war. And those are the three Pandava born of Kunti. But I did mention that Pandu had another wife, Madri. After much pain in her heart, not of jealousy of Kunti, but lack of aid of Pandu, she asked if she could conceive and give him children as well. After a discussion, Kunti too taught her the mantra, and thus she called upon the Ashvins, twin gods of healing journeys and the like, and from them she brought forth two children, Nakula and Sahadeva. And as before, these twins were heralded by a divine tone echoing across the land. "These twins shall far outshine all others in beauty, mettle, and virtue, in ardor and in wealth." All five of these heroes were born one after the other over the course of 4 years. These five, the Pandava brothers, born of the heavens and heralded in their arrival, would go on to shape the very destiny of the land in which their father ruled, and the fate of entire kingdoms. But for now they were youths, foolish, young, unready for battle. Yet the greatest of sages and finest of warriors bore witness to their upbringings, where they would be among the best men in the world, with the courage of lions, the continence of the sun itself, and the might of gods, something that would be needed for the journey and the battles that were to come. But those are a story for a different day. As always, thanks for watching, stay hydrated, and be good people.